Where's your club? This is part 5. Huh. Alright, let's go. Alright, so I'm kind of curious as to what the mail is going to be. What's that going to be later? File? Right, yeah, we have all this. What? Let's do these later. We could pick Monica and Sayori. And then Sayori and Yuri. Then Monica and Sayori. Alright, let's get into the game. Alright. It warns you every time you load in. Creepy stuff hasn't aroused yet. Oh, what do I mean? Aroused. Hasn't yet, load game. Suddenly I noticed Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realized that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit next to her. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. If you share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit anything to me. So I can't help but wonder if something's happened to her. Oh. That's quite romantic. Eh? Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a long time, that's all. Oh, I see. And perhaps it is unusual for me to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Carl. The role is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold stories behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. The key to this game, Doki Doki, Where's Your Club Plus? So you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match up what may be going on the inside of her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too. I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori? She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes a person's mysteries aren't told even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. Okay, you're kind of weird. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Right? That was kind of weird. I was expecting to read with her. I wasn't expecting, like, did we actually read, or did the game just, Monica cut through and interrupt us? Because she's crazy. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. I know what she was talking about. Alright, I'm gonna talk to Yuri. Carl? Your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I could really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious, even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame, maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Carl, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. And in fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people will always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like I know it all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Carl. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understand what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Carl. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you're just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. See? Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it in that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. For this time, she's smiling as she does it. You want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Ghost Under the Light, Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate amber glow, bathing in the distance. A blue-green light flickens. A love figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds, the silhouette grows, closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility. But am I too late? The steps into the streetlight, I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickens, my heart pounds. He raises his arm, time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against its outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing. This forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding? Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand, the flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green, my heart is amber. It's pretty complex. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to you. Instead of taking it from you, she looks away. Do you dislike it? Oh no, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. Alright, I'm back. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? You're nuts. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me, so thank you. I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her. Instead, Yuri gently takes my hand back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can, the poem is, once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. I mean, I can Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice. Aw. You always make me relax. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Who should I show my poem to next? Alright, Monica is weird. Hi, Carl. Have you thought about what you want to submit at the perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing in front of a bunch of people. I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I am sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Your style's got refined, Carl. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs more patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. So getting the hang of you're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. That's it's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the club room every day. Edgy novel with her. Once again, Monica, you're weird. Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, a novel isn't too bad either, you know? Alright, I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. The Portrait of Markov, that book that she's reading, I wonder if Yuri's aware, like, as much as Monica is aware. Like, I guess we'll find that out in the side stories. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you right now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, the lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift, the sky victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day, the wind ceases to blow, I fall and I fall and I fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless, but a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking before I can speak. She responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only in the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. With a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. She talked about Yuri? The lady who knows everything knows what am I thinking before I speak. Yuri has said something before I've spoken, like earlier, like, she something on the head, on my mind about Sayori. She knew it. So, I would imagine Yuri to have a hollow voice. I don't know. It might be talking about Yuri, because the person that knows everything, like even Yuri calls herself that. Is it about Yuri, or is it about Monica? I don't know. I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get philosophical or anything, but it was kind of my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? There's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. What do you mean? Are you surprised? I mean, if everyone was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. Aren't we three-dimensional? I think you know that better than anyone. You mean that's one-dimensional. You mean one-dimensional? Oh yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Oh no! Please don't say me to say the game again. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much effort into. But if you find other people enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things that you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own literature club. Oh, I didn't really get hurt. It's like having your own little literature club, don't you think? Oh, okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Monica, she's creepy. That's nice, I guess. Come on, I can really tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Carl. Sayori? Is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I could say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walked out of the classroom, humming to herself. Who should I show my poem to next? Masuki. Yeah, no thanks. You didn't even... Next. That was fast. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Did you? We are all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't even have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Okay, that's kind of rude. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. She even called it fucking self out. Bro, deception. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Yeah. In your books, maybe. Look, the only way that thing different is that Sari isn't here. Ah. It seems you're right. Sari always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't it? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck should she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Misuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well. Not much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. What? The curious expression from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so... decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Misuki will be making cupcakes. We might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Misuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Nasuki's pouting too. Geez, even I could tell now. I guess I never give Suri enough credit, but I could tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. Ugh, that may be the case. But if I can't also be the leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set up the atmosphere. Atmosphere? I'm about that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. I love refrigerators. But it's more like, I love atmosphere. Your mind is really racing, I see. That's great. You will be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Carl. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Nasuki and Yuri... Oh, hold up. Did she say... I didn't get... In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. Didn't get that again, I'm dumb. It would probably go a long way to give them one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they gonna respond to a suggestion like that? Hold up. Alright. Alright, back. How on earth are they gonna respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica is going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Carl may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Well, it's more like you just want excuses for Carl to... What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Carl to decide who he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? I will later. Because you're crazy. So I'm sure she's interested in... You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Carl, you okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with... If I was going through this blindly, I would have picked Sayori. Because Sayori seems to feel down. Like, if I would actually be playing this, I would pick Sayori. Right. I think we pick Sayori. They got extra dialogue or whatever, or they get mad. What if I did say Monica? What would happen? What would happen if I said Monica? Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica. Yeah, you picked me. Hold on a second. Yeah, Monica, you're the one who needs the least help of all of us. But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Carl was the one who... that doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica. Yeah. We have a lot of work to do, you know? We don't do as good of a job if you make us work alone. Oh, maybe it's true. Think of the club, Monica. If we want our event to succeed, if we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. Why are they calling me a resource? I'm not a fucking resource. So you're gonna do the right thing, President? Okay, I get it. It's technically most logical for Carl to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Do you have a preference, Carl? They get mad if I say Yuri. Well, I'll probably be the most useful helping Yuri out. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Nasuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying... So you'll be helping Yuri then, Carl. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. It's great to hear. Nasuki will be able to handle the baking herself. I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone tell that Nasuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word. I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. You feel the same way, Carl? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it turns out. It's good enough for me. What about you, Nasuki? Nasuki? What? Why was everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No. That's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Carl picked me, and also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with the tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so, I get it. Kinda surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that, but you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Nasuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I also are taken back by Yuri's words. Aww. But she already had trouble with words trying to cheer someone up. It must be far out of her comfort zone. But again, I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at this time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile, and I feel good, and feel good about themselves. No. I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of it. Nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet those cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Nasuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. Realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Eh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house since I'm the... I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright, in that case, it won't be any problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't estimate yourself, Carl. I think that would make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason, the most common sense. I used to help you because that's what I want to do. You think so, Sophie? You're overthinking this. You only need to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight in my eyes for a long time. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. Am I really looking forward to Sunday? Yeah, I am too. Through that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house Sunday. My anxiety shoots to the roof. If I've got pretty here at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. There's a chance I have to make something happen between it. Okay. Or is it too early for that? Time will tell. I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. Alright, I'm gonna stop here. We're gonna get I think the Sayori part is right on this day. Like, right on this day. So next video will be horrifying. So make sure you tune into that one. Because this is when this game starts to get creepy. Alright, I'm gonna save the game. Thanks for watching. If you did watch. I literally had 5 views, probably nobody watched the first one. I need to check it up on it, but I guess I did okay. Yeah, we're having fun. It's just that, like, this game is psychotic, dog. It is crazy. So I'm not, y'all. See you later. Oh, oops.